Hello and welcome to another episode of the Football History Boys React. Now today we're going to be going back to 1982 to watch one of the most remarkable games in football history between Brazil and Italy, played in immense heat in Barcelona. These two juggernauts of the game would come head to head in one of the greatest games of all time. This video was originally made by Vanamas, so go and check out his channel and subscribe to that. But without much further ado, let's get stuck into the action and see what the fuss is all about.
Taking on an Italian side who, against type, will have to come away ball from left back. And Rossi!
Great header, really good goal. Paolo Rossi, so just 2 years previous, he had been embroiled in a match-fixing scandal called the Tottenero scandal. He'd been given a 3-year ban by FIFA, which was reduced eventually to 2 years. He missed the 1980 European Championships, but he had a point to prove at this World Cup. He came into it in decent form for Juventus, his side, and here he is, just 5 minutes in against one of the greatest Brazilian 11s of all time, and he's made it 1-0. A really good header at the back post. Let's see what's going to happen next.
It's taken them less than 5 minutes to break through, and finally Paolo Rossi scores. Rossi with Graziani in support.
Not the best efforts. Bit of a spoon.
Here's an opportunity for Serginho.
Offside there.
Horribly wide.
Dragged it wide. It's a bad miss. So there you go, Serginho, number 9 for Brazil. This was Brazil's big problem. Despite having an incredible 11 and an amazing squad, arguably the best Brazilian squad of all time, they didn't have a proper number 9 world-class striker. They had Serginho, a good player, but not a player that you would probably associate with some of the other players in the squad. You think of Brazilian football down the line, you have players like Ronaldo, of course, coming, Romario and so on, world-class forwards. But here we are. This was maybe the big problem, as shown by that pretty awful miss.
Oh, magnificent play. Socrates again.
Socrates, lovely finish.
Finish.
Just 12 minutes gone.
Has lasted barely 7 minutes.
Just 12 minutes in, Socrates has equalised. What a player he was as well. One of the playmakers of that Brazilian midfield, playing with that real Samba ideology. Fantastic goal there at the near post. Maybe Dino Zoff, a goalkeeper of his standard, probably should have saved it. But there we are, just 12 minutes in, 1-1. And these fans have got a good match to watch. Good finish. Rossi, 25 minutes in. Again, he probably could have done better there. Looked like he was straight.
Socrates flying
in. That was a lovely header.
Serginho.
That's wide. Said before, look at those kits about being played in the blazing hot Barcelona sunshine, and it's quite clear by the colour of the Brazilian kits, which have gone from yellow to like almost an amber because of the sweat which is coming all over their kit. So not the nicest to look at, but it just shows the level of play that's going on, the amount of passion that's been put into the game. Just 25 minutes in, and you know, we can see clearly on their faces and their kits how much effort is being exerted.
Socrates trying to thread it forward. That's a handball by Zico.
Save.
He's claiming that he was having his shirt pulled.
Got Zico there, clearly having his shirt pulled. He's got a large hole being ripped out of the side of his top. What a player he was as well, Zico, one of the greatest midfielders of all time. He would complain about some of the tactics of the Italians. Claudio Gentile, the left back, was very rough with opponents at times, roughing them up. He did it to Zico. I think he did it to Maradona as well. So yeah, there we go. The Italians know who they're up against and they know how to win a game. Just flies from Falcao.
Not too far away. With Rossi on a hat-trick.
It's soft there. pen.
And Rossi.
Oh, Rossi, what a miss.
Should have been his hat-trick.
Another element of this Brazilian side, for all their attacking might and their incredible midfield, their defence wasn't the best either. They had a few, they had some very good players in defence, but not maybe at the standard of the Italians, for example. I mean, you can see from that example there, that cross comes in, it goes through the entire defence, and you just would have your money on Rossi finishing it for his hat-trick, but he stuck it quite a bit wide. So a bit of a surprise there, but still 2-1.
Junior helping it over top,
Pass.
still that time.
Post.
Direzzo's effort. Falcao. Bit of space for him.
Oh, so much space. Lovely finish. 2-2.
Falcao ties it up at
Really good goal. Again, though, maybe Zoff could have done better there. It's a lovely strike from Falcao, given the entire stadium to waltz through there, and he's taking the shot left-footed straight into the top corner. Really good goals. 2-2 now. You'd expect Brazil maybe to come on stronger in the last 22 minutes with the side they had, but let's see what's going to happen next.
He's delivering. Back in from Tardelli, and Rossi.
It's in. It's 3-2. Poacher's goal. Oh, it's really poor defended from Brazil, mind.
When Brazil were in the box seat.
Last chance. Side.
It's victory for Italy.
There's the final whistle. Italy have won.
And Brazil in a game.
There we go. They are into the semi-finals. Italy, they've won 3-2 against one of the greatest Brazilian sides of all time. It was an amazing game. It's still regarded as one of the best matches in football history. You can read about it. There's loads of blogs, books, articles all about just this game. It was a game which for many fans was a bit heartbreaking, because this Brazilian side they'd thought was the best team they'd ever seen in terms of the style of play, and the fact that they had gone out was a bit of a shame for football maybe. But Italy had shown, despite having a reputation as being maybe a bit defensive at times, you think of the Catenaccio from the 1960s, they'd shown that we can score more goals than Brazil if we want. And Rossi, right there in the peak of his career, scores 3 goals, a hat-trick against Brazil to knock them out. Really good game, actually. Really good to watch. Incredible to see some of the chances that were missed as well. It could have been, 5-4. Could have been 5-5. The 1982 World Cup was a bit strange in its format. So it had 24 teams, which was quite a new thing for the time. But it had originally 6 groups of 4. And then the first 2 teams from each of those groups would go into a second group stage of 4 groups of 3 teams. And then the winner of those groups would go into the semi-finals. Very confusing, but what Italy had done by winning this game was manage to top their group of 3 and progress to the semi-finals, which they'd win, and then go on to the final, which they'd win as well. Marco Tardelli having the famous celebration in the final as he scored against West Germany. But there we go. Paolo Rossi, the key man there, firing Italy to an incredible 3-2 victory, and really did buoy them on to winning the World Cup. Coincidentally, the fixture and the score of the goals had that match fixing scandal on his head. Similar then, of course, to 2006 when Italy won the World Cup again. And straight after, the Calciopoli scandal broke about match fixing. So there we are. Incredible game. Really good to watch. Some lovely stuff around the game as well. I'm looking forward to the next video. Find the links to the original in the description below. Head to Banamas and subscribe to his channel for more of this content. Really great to see, and I'm looking forward to next time. Thanks very much.